My name is Bruce Main. I'm the president of Urban Promise. So a few months ago, we started what we call the Urban Promise International Medical Fund. We actually call it the Blessings Fund because it's named after a little boy who died this year whose name was Blessings. And he died of malaria, which is actually a preventable and treatable disease. So we decided that we've had enough of this, that we needed to start a fund so that kids like Blessings would not die. So we set out an ambitious goal to raise $20,000.
Hello, New Hanover United Methodist Church. We're here in Peru and we're doing really well. We've been here for a month now, and God has been so faithful in providing things that we need, our house, things we need to furnish the house. We're starting ministry and we're doing really well.
The Pottstown Cluster of Religious Communities is extremely grateful for the gift that we received from the Renewing God's Promise campaign. We're located in Pottstown. We provide basic needs assistance to low-income individuals living in the greater Pottstown area. And beyond providing those basic needs, we actually also offer opportunities to help those same people to create a better sense of stability in their overall lives.
Well, James and I are doing pretty well, and it's because of this church and some truly great friends that we are. When I decided to work with James, I didn't want to use my financial planning profession to solicit clients. But something interesting did happen. I was in my office on the phone with a friend of mine, seeing if he wanted to donate to the cause, when in walked somebody into our reception area and sat down. I finished up my conversation with my friend discussing James and Urban Promise Kenya, and when I did, I went out and I met with my client, and we came in and sat down. She said, "I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. What exactly are you up to?" So, we talked a little bit about, what led me to help Jim and what we were doing and what he was doing, and I gave her a postcard that we had handed out some time ago. And then we went about our business, and it was just like a regular appointment. But it wasn't scheduled, and she just stopped by, and so it was interesting. It was good talk. To my surprise, probably 6 weeks later, 10 o'clock at night, I get an email from my client, and she had donated $15,000.
And we're going to use that fund. One is so every one of our sites and schools has a really good first aid kit. So that'll be number one. Number two is that we're going to use some of it to get all the kids in our programs like malaria nets, so they don't, so they can sleep at night without the possibility of infection. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to have money available so that when our directors need to take a young child or a teenager or one of the staff for surgery, there's money there to do it. A lot of times directors hold back because there just aren't the funds there. And then lastly, we want to provide our staff that work so hard for such little amount of money, we want to provide them with some money for health insurance.
But this particular gift that you've given to us is a gift that's going to help us to be able to renovate a building that we purchased next door to our current facility. We have been very interested in trying to connect better with the clients that we're serving in educational opportunities and building relationships and connections for them to help improve their overall stability, and that building is going to be our education and administrative office center.
We just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for their gifts financially, as well as thank the church for their giving to our startup fund through the Renewing God's Promise program.
And we thank the church as well for all that they've done for Jim and Urban Promise Kenya.
Getting your gift from New Hanover really allowed us to build that fund, and I look forward to keeping you in touch with how it's being used to save lives and help young people in Malawi, Uganda, Liberia, and the other countries we work in.